There you go. Super cozy.
And the baby too.
Good. Thank you.
All right, folks, how you doing? It's a nice sunny day. It was gloomy earlier. Or the sunshine right in time. So good afternoon, everybody. My name is Jacinto Salazar. I'm the Idea Director here at Monterey Peninsula College. I want to welcome everybody to our Pride Flag Raising Ceremony. So today, as we gather as a community to celebrate Pride Month, we honor the history, resilience, and contributions of LGBTQ plus people. We recognize milestones such as the legacy of Harvey Milk, the creation of the Pride Flag in 1978 by San Francisco artist and activist Gilbert Baker, and the Stonewall riots which helped spark the modern LGBTQ plus rights movement. As we raise the Pride Flag, we also look forward to June 27th when our college will proudly participate in the Monterey Peninsula Pride Parade once again, continuing our commitment to inclusion, belonging, and community. I'll be sharing a Google form with the college this week for you to RSVP to join MPC's parade contingent and request an MPC Pride shirt that I'm wearing. Who else got one on? There you go. Fletas has one on. So that we can march together in unity and show our support for the LGBTQ plus community. After our remarks, we're going to raise the flag and enjoy some goodies that are located on the tables in the back. And so it's now my pleasure to introduce our Superintendent President, Dr. Fulbright, who will offer a few remarks. Please join me in welcoming him to the podium.
Thank you, Jacinto. Thank you all for being here today as we raise this pride flag here at Monterey Peninsula College. Before I begin, I want to just recognize a few folks that are here, acknowledging some of our Board of Trustees. I know Anita Crawley is here. Thank you for being here. Nancy Anderson, who is always here and says she's going to be here, so I hope she's okay. We also have Dr. Celia Barberena, Trustee Rosalind Green, Trustee Libby Downey. These are our elected officials, and I wanted just to thank them for all of their support, for their continued leadership for our students, employees, and the community. I'm especially grateful for their commitment for ensuring that MPC remains a welcoming and inclusive and supportive institution for all who attend. I also want to recognize some of our community partners from Monterey Peninsula Pride, Mr. Andy Ortiz is here. Others, I don't know if there's others that attended, but that's okay. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. Thank you for all the work that you do to help support and advocate and uplift members of the LGBTQ plus community throughout Monterey County and beyond. I also want to just thank all of our employees, our faculty, our staff, our classified professionals, our administrators, our community members for joining us here today as well. Thank you for being here with us and celebrating this moment. Many of us remember the name Matthew Shepard. 21 years old, beaten, tortured, and tied to a fence post in Laramie, Wyoming in 1998, where he hung on a fence in freezing cold for over 18 hours, only being discovered by a passerby, a cyclist, who actually thought that they used a scarecrow on a fence. He died a few days later, and 20 years after his death, his parents still hadn't found a place to lay his remains to rest, out of fear that his gravesite would be desecrated. So for 20 years, they held on to his ashes, afraid to lay him to rest. Even in death, they feared for his safety. How shameful is that? For some of us of a certain age, that was 27 years ago. I still vividly remember what it felt like at that time to see hatred for personified and brought into our reality. And while much progress has been made since then, since those 27 years ago, let's not forget the evil forces that tied Matthew Shepard to that fence post have not entirely disappeared and still live today. We can continue to see hate, prejudice, discrimination, and efforts to continually marginalize people for who they are, who they love, who they identify as, where they come from, and what they believe. We see it in attacks on our transgender community. We see it in efforts to erase the experiences and stories of our LGBTQ+ community. We see it whenever people are told that they somehow are less deserving of dignity, respect, opportunity, or belonging. That reality remains with us today. And it's why things like this and this visibility matter. That's why belonging and community matters. It's why moments like this matter. Because this is not just an exercise. This flag is not just a decoration. This flag in all of its color, and all of its beauty, and all of its meaning is a beacon of hope, a beacon of belonging, a beacon of safety. So today, we raise this flag here at MPC as a place where people can look up, see it flying, and know that they are welcome here. Know that they are valued and supported. Know that they are respected and will be seen. At MPC, we often speak about being student-centered. And one of those philosophies that has helped guide me in my overall being in my leadership is that there's no such thing as a generic student. Every student who comes to MPC arrives with their own story, their own experience, their own baggage, their own challenges, their own aspirations. And every student deserves to be seen, valued, and supported for exactly who they are. That includes our LGBTQ+ students, employees, and community members. No one should have to live in the shadows and hide who they are. No one should feel invisible. And no one should question whether they belong. So here at MPC, you are not invisible, and you never will be. I want to leave you with just a few words. These are from Harvey Milk, California's first openly gay elected official, who was assassinated for having the courage to live his true, authentic life. Hope will never be silent. What I want to add to that is hope cannot be silent. We cannot remain silent at times when we are under attack. We cannot remain silent when we visually see others being attacked. That is complicity. That is support. So, with that, don't be silent. Don't hide. Don't feel like you have to be in the shadows here at MPC, hopefully anywhere. Because this flag goes up today, and it truly means something. So thank you for being here. We appreciate your time. I'm not sure who comes on next, Jacinto, if we just raise our flag, but it is here. Thank you.
All right, so thank you for being here. This concludes the ceremony. Like I said, there's goodies in the back. We encourage you to hang out, have some treats, network, and just be in community together. Thanks so much for showing up. Appreciate it.